Hello everyone, this is Greyshot on 7 to another CH2 replay. This is a 4v4 on Red Ball Express. We have Ollie, What Does, and Rambo versing Papayapa, Zadov, Kapuki, and Yandre. Thank you, Ollie, for submitting this. Thank you so very much. Again, 2 OKW, 2 Varmak, 2 Soviet, 2 British. Should be a very fun match. The update just hit and just got rid of a lot of replays. Oh my god, I already see something I'm going to hate, but I'll talk about that in a second. Hey, case, if you have a replay, submit that to the channel, and I will absolutely check it out. I can't guarantee you'll be on the channel, but I will definitely take a look at it, and it may be on the channel. Also, again, thank you to all my Patreon supporters for your awesome support. So once again, thank you very much for that. Any case, let's get to it, shall we? So Ollie, you submitted to me, but however, from what you described, and I'm just going over this to kind of show ranks, you are not the focus of this. Something else is, and I feel like that's a big highlight of these replays, because I don't know, sometimes I kind of want to have a focus, and I feel like if what this person says is true, then the focus on it would be very interesting, because it's something that I've seen a lot, but typically it's usually a failure. It's usually a large, if catastrophic failure. So just like the Goliath, I want to highlight it and we'll see how it goes. Again, I won't bring it up to what it is, but it is something that I feel like you can easily foreshadow from, well, everything I've given you so far. In any case, so far what I've seen is rear artillery. Both British win it, and this is a very bad idea. Why is this bad? You're picking the same doctrine for 2 guys. That's 1. 2, the doctrine itself. I think this doctrine's fine, but I think doubling down on it is a little extreme. Sextons are fine. They do quite a bit of damage, but I feel like a double down dose on this is a bit much. Right now, I will say the British are tag teaming left, while the Soviets tag team right, and they're having a lot of issues. We see a lot of German coming up. British infantry, really, this guy's bringing down, which I feel like is a mistake. Both of them went it and didn't go with the MG. One MG could have really helped suppress a lot of this infantry, but I feel like the British are just barely holding on right now. Also, negative cover. Why? Wow, actually, nope, it was a flame grenade. Negative cover. The Germans really should be focusing on these guys with negative cover. I know that that seems closer, but they'll do more damage to this, and that'll be less damage they're taking. But actually, surprise, surprise, they managed to push. Very surprised on that. Usually, I mean, the Universal Carrier might have actually helped. Yeah, okay, it did. 4 kills. Helped play a role in that, because I'm looking at all this British infantry. It didn't really get all that many kills. It was the Universal Carrier that kind of helped tip the scale and made the Germans retreat. So, wow, where's your Kubel? Okay, wow, Kubel's backcapping. All right. But that being said, we can see over here that the... Oh, my God. Oh, my... Okay, so that's where all the MGs went. Well, that's not what I'm talking about, but that is really freaking annoying. So, Panzerwerfer is managing to lock down the enemy's reinforcement lane, or where they're coming in with MGs. This is unfortunately stopping, of course, reinforcements from coming in and helping hold this fuel. Now, in the meantime, the Soviets are just going to hold down. And quite honestly, this guy should put a penal troop in here and switch out the engineer squad. Nice job pulling back the sniper. Not a bad idea. But he should honestly be going back and knock out all these MGs. This is a big WTF for him. I'm very surprised. Because now he's charging, and now this Grenadier squad just Panzerfaust to the scout car, rendering it pretty much useless. So, again, you have the tools, you're just using them improperly. And that's something I do want to highlight. Now, you can always heal with the engineer squad. You can heal that, get back up, and then go back around. But right now, also, the fuel is being cut off by the MGs. We do have some mortars, which will slowly root them out, but there's a lot of MGs to do that with. And we see here the Jeems are actually launching an offensive, overwhelming the MGs that the Soviets have on defense. Once again, I feel like you should heal that scout car to counterattack. And this is something where you should counterattack with the scout car, but you're just not doing that. So I'm, once again, very, very surprised that this is currently happening. So there's just that. Meanwhile, we have the British, which managed to pretty much lock down the area. Nice MG. It's British infantry. Probably more defenses are needed over here, but nice job. They are pushing more in mid, and actually, look, good thing they did, because now the Germans are like, hey! Ollie's like, can we just come around here? Can we just overwhelm them? And unfortunately, that may not be the case. More British infantry coming in with the Universal Carrier. Very surprised he hasn't upgraded this in any capacity. What has he... I'm assuming you threw grenades, right? That's what you... No, you didn't. Where's all your munitions gone? Like, seriously, where's all your munitions been going to? Oh, okay, he upgraded his British infantry section. Wow, this British infantry is very lucky. Holy mackerel, it's very low health. In any case, back over here, we have the Soviets coming back, recapturing the territory. The MG spam, oh my god. MG spam helping lock it down. Looks like the MG's one retreated, but the other 3 are still there. Placing a bunker to heal. Nice idea. Also, the scout car managed to get out. Usually the Germans steal the, I'm sorry, the Soviets steal the German equipment, not really the other way around. Sniper, though, trying to hold back the conscripts, doing a good job. He'll pick off a couple troops. Unfortunately, this, this MG needs to retreat. It's so low on health. Do you have a, no, you don't have anything. I was like a bunker or something back here, but you really don't. Scout car healing. You know, it would be interesting if you could put an MG in here. I know it would be totally stupid, but I'm just saying, it would be interesting. It would be interesting. Any case, MG retreating. Managed to get the Maxim back. Actually, hold on, maybe not. Okay, you are charging with a scout car. This sniper is now running. Sniper's probably going to die. Yep, there it goes. Flamethrower, nice quick burst. Knocks out the sniper. Panzerwerfers inbound, also armor-piercing rounds. That scout car literally was still probably worth it to kill the sniper, but otherwise, yeah, not great. Not great that you just literally walked into a death trap. Soviets reinforcing this area. British infantry did get pushed back, so unfortunately, it looks like the OKW's forces were able to lock this area down. They do have an MG34 coming up, and looks like over here, we do have Ollie going mid. So overall, it looks like overall the Axis are on the advantage. They have pressed the Allies back, and now it's time for the Allies to counterattack. Once again, Allies kind of staying in negative cover. I feel like it's a bad idea. Good kill, though, on the Volk squad. AIM got knocked out. I'll just call you AIM from now on. In case, let's double check what the Soviets have during this attack. Nice fire grenade, doing a little bit of damage. Not much, but does a little bit. Probably would be better against, I don't know, targets that can't really move. But hey, he still did a little bit of damage, I guess. Delaying tactic. Meanwhile, let's see, the Soviets with guard rifles. So again, more artillery, along with some anti-infantry stuff, the KV as well. Just good against medium armor. And the IS-152, which is good against all targets, especially infantry, by God. So it looks like the enemy has, again, the Allies have a lot of artillery, and they have a couple heavy tanks and a direct strike and whatnot, so they're not entirely down. And they have, I believe this is a direct strike. No, it's a perimeter overwatch. This is a concentration barrage. You can fire like artillery at certain sections. Plus, you have airburst shells once you get to a certain point. But not really worth it in the beginning. But again, we can see here that he threw what's it called? Shoot, yeah, the flares. He just threw normal flare, which for 40 munitions or 45, it's worth it. Just cause a little bit of artillery, just kind of hit area, hold them back. Meanwhile, we have issues on the far left. The Soviets keep attacking, which is very bad because again, they have a bunch of MGs and whatnot, just delaying them. And essentially, what will happen? Oh my God, there's so many MGs. There's so many MGs. Anyway, oh my God, of course you go this. Of course, so just fortify. But in any case, the problem that they have is even though they take the territory, they just can't advance. They're just pinned down. Now, he is mortar spamming, which is a good counter to MG spam. But the problem is, if a very aggressive MG spam and just normal units will push back mortars. So, you can see here the Grenadiers are moving up. They're picking up the mortars. So, while the mortars would be doing damage to the MGs, there's a nice, like, buffer zone of infantry pushing forward, so the mortars can't really do much. And since he just went mortar spam, he doesn't have a lot of frontline troops, especially because those frontline troops were really focusing on taking the fuel, which is a really bad move because the MGs will stop them. But I digress. Back on the right, let's see, we have a Luke's deploying. Managed to knock out a machine gun. Allies need to figure that something to do because, by God, they've been pushed back. Nice CT gun, though, on standby. I guess trying to direct fire on the Luke's. Luke's on standby, trying to just pick off some stuff. AT gun, do a bad time to reposition. Managed to get a nice shot on there. Oop, holy shit. Let's not check on camera. We have an MG's guarding the front. Half-tracked here as well. I'm assuming the AT gun. Yep, moving on up. Probably get a nice shot on down. Nice job with this half-track, though. Also, again, focus on vehicles. Nice job with this half-track because I like the positioning of it. You still have a little bit of cover, which could block a shot or two if you're lucky. But unfortunately for this, it did not. Again, a little bit of RNG-ness to that, but again, definitely putting a vehicle in front with some obstacles from it might help block a shot or two. So it's not a bad idea. It won't do it every time, but it will definitely decrease your odds of being hit. A lot of machine guns here. Looks like, again, they brought the infantry to kind of hold. Now they're bringing up all the machine guns. Not a bad idea. Again, these Vickers machine guns will tear the enemy apart pretty quickly. The problem is, though, is the fact that they have to lock this area down because they need to focus in mid. Because if we look on the far left, it's a slaughter right now for the Soviets. The Soviets are just being slowly pushed back. They need to get a grip of, well, to do something. That being said, we can also see here that the OKW have not picked a doctrine yet or a commander, and that is what you want. Again, unless you have a strategy or something else, I would rather be reactionary than pick something and just be stuck in a rut. A great example would be, let's say, well, actually, kind of actually what the enemy did. So you can see here the enemy went all artillery, and if you can identify the commander you have, you can maybe counter it. So let's see here. We have YAG, we have Sturm, and we have Special Operations. We have Verstrom, Scavenger Fortifications. Again, it's like fortifications would be damn good against, like, where is it? Okay, this stuff, like the artillery, stuff like that. You put drops down some flares, you do it, etc. Or if the enemy's going heavy fortification against the British, again, pretty good there. A specific doctrine counter would be something like, let's see, you want the rocket barrage, and you to counter, let's say, a lot of artillery or something like that. A lot of, like, emplacements that the Soviets could set up to counter. Like, that's something like that, where it's like, okay, this is what the enemy's doing. Let me see what I have. Okay, this counters that. Let me use that. Instead of picking something, not really having a strategy, and you end up being like, oh, if I would have picked the other commander, I would have had a counter to that. Anyway, Soviets slowly gaining back a little footing. Managed to push back the Germans a little bit, though there's still plenty of MGs. If they spread out their forces, they should be able to knock it out. Armored car making the Lukes run like hell, but unfortunately now we have an issue. Mine got hits the armored car. Armored car needs backup. Lukes could theoretically kill it if it went in and did like a couple good side hits, but I think it's better for you to just heal the Lukes and just let your infantry deal with it, or just make it just fall back. Because again, you could also have to deal with that AT gun, and one wrong shot with the AT gun and armored car at the same time on the Lukes, and it's a goner. Anyway, half track on standby. Let's see, we have a concentration barrage. Firing somewhere. Oh, it's over here. Okay, that's not bad. Again, kind of keeping the enemy from fortifying this sector, pushes them back. Well, we'll see how things go. Now, I will say, at least for the Soviets, they have lots of AT, lots of artillery, etc. So, if done correctly, and it looks like they might be doing that correctly, yeah, they're going to just overwhelm the Germans slowly but surely through mass amounts of support. We have, again, a lot of artillery hitting their way. Not a lot of great shots, unfortunately, but it is pushing them back. And it looks like, overall, the Soviets are just using just mass amounts of troops, just holding back. Though, Panzerwerfer, good shot, kind of helps stop the blob and stop that offensive. Now, that offensive may have been able to break those MGs eventually, but right now, it looks like that is not the case. We have a bunch of AT guns, though, on standby. Should be able to push back that Panzer IV. Unfortunately, you need conscripts to really pin it, to kill it, but at least you managed to deflect it and push it back. Problem is, though, is, again, middle. Middle is currently a huge open wasteland. Nice job with the Germans laying down mines and other defenses in order to hold things down. We also have a Lukes on the right. Looks like managed to start hitting those British emplacements and managed to push them back a little bit. Not incredible amount, but a little bit. Oh, wow. Nice job. British managed to steal some weaponry. So you can see here that the British are actually doing pretty well. I feel like their allies are kind of letting them down. But they are allowing them to get fuel, which is a huge bonus. Also, nice job with the emplacement. Again, with Vet 1, you get added range, so that thing has an incredible amount of range for the counter the enemy advance. So again, very good there. Storm Officer trying to get a couple shots off, not really doing all that great. Soviets coming back. We have an Su-76, not bad. A lot of troops going now to mid. That's where you probably want to go. Have one guy defense here, focus another guy over there. Because right now you can see this guy is doing very well because, again, they're doing a choke point. They're firing in one area. It's one area of battle. Now, I will say this. As much as I complain about the other guy doubling up on artillery, I can say the exact same thing on the Germans, even more so for going something with literally all of them having artillery and packs and such. I don't mind if one guy goes fortification, but if multiple guys goes fortifications, that can be incredibly annoying. Panzerwerfer, though, coming in, doing a nice shot, getting one infantry down and hurting the other two. managing to probably delay the offensive just by a little bit. And that Panzerwerfer already has 19 kills. I think, yeah, SU-76 trying to get a shot on the Panzerwerfer could have been very bad if it actually was a direct hit. But alas, it did miss. Meanwhile, we have the Soviet player pushing on in. He really does need to push mid and start putting a lot of pressure there, and hopefully he can, but we'll see how things go. Again, you can use that choke point to advantage. Again, stop the Germans here, place some mines, etc. Kind of lure them to a choke point. Nice Teller mine. Oh, this one doesn't go off, very lucky. But yeah, the Teller mine, very good at crippling, like, again, light vehicles to, like, lighter medium vehicles, like the SU-76. And yeah, just KO'd it, which was beautiful. Meanwhile, unfortunately, on the other side, we have the Germans just having a lot of issues over here. Half-track deployed. This is great for recon purposes to kind of identify key targets. I feel like we're about to see a good Stuka bomb come in because, again, they were able to identify those key targets. Stuka bomb does a little bit of health damage, not a lot of kills. MG opening fire, managing to suppress the infantry almost instantly. And again, I wonder how much it's both. Vickers machine guns opening fire. Now, the good news is it's holding them back, but it's not killing them per se. You're not doing a lot of damage. You just come back, which allows the OKW to keep having that manpower and come back with, again, stronger force, because you're just delaying it. You're just pushing them back, but eventually, as the person gets stronger, it's harder and harder to push back until finally you can't push them back. Unless you actually start getting kills. And that's what artillery, mortars, stuff is good for, because when they move in, they're being suppressed, the mortars will do that damage to make them lose that manpower so they don't get so many troops so quickly. Now, it looks like, unfortunately, the orange is going mid, so again, we're going to have to see some players go mid to actually do something. Nice job, though, again, for a counterattack. However, we can see here the T-70 having a lot of issues. Unfortunately, this right side did collapse quite a bit, and it looks like he did lose a number of forces. He is coming back to kind of help out, but we'll see how long that lasts. Panzer IV kind of moving in, trying to get a kill on the T-70. T-70 should be pulling back. He knows the enemy's coming in. Should absolutely pull back. However, guards and penals, if done correctly, could be very potent. Use some guards to pin it or button it, and then use the penals to throw satchel, and you got yourself a GG situation there with a dead Panzer IV. Double AT guns opening fire. Again, where the fuck are you going? I don't know, but you could have ended that unit. Engineer squad gets in, fires one last AT gun shot. Nope, reposition itself, unable to fire, and Panzer IV manages to live. That sucks. Meanwhile, again, we have this long kind of cluster. Artillery is coming in right on that. So support guns, so they're unable to do that. We do have a Panzer headquarters developing something. I'm guessing. Oh, it's Panzer IV. I thought it was going to be a Panther. Alright, Panzer IV it is. I guess they're really trying to focus on the infantry rather than the armor. As, again, there's a lot more British infantry units really causing them havoc than actual armor. So the Panther's more designed for armor use. I know a lot of people like using the Panther versus infantry, but the Panzer IV is better, in my opinion, just for overall damage. Stuka coming in. Alright, let's see. Where is this one going to be? Hurts the AT gun, hurts the MG, hurts second. That was a good one. That was a nice clean hit on 3 different units. Didn't get the kill, but it definitely caused a lot of damage. Now, once again, this is what I was talking about. So what does the Panzerwerfer do? It's just going to mass spam Panzerwerfers. Now, let's see how effective this is. Right now, we got about 20 kills on this one. This one's about to fire. Does fire. Second one fires as well. It doesn't really hit all that much. Maybe the second one. Nope. We're not seeing it. So yeah, this guy's going to do a Panzerwerfer spam. And I don't like these. I really don't. They typically don't work well unless you have an incredibly solid line. Then it would work. And what do I mean by that? Well, if the enemy doesn't have a rapid response vehicle to knock out those Panzerwerfers very quickly and neutralize them, then they'll just keep whittling down the enemy. However, as the Soviet player, they have a very, very potent unit to get behind enemy lines and cause that damage. SU-76, now's your time. You miss, you kind of suck. Alright, you have one more shot. You can definitely take the shot. You can definitely take the shot. Take the shot. Take the shot. And no longer able to. But good news, Panzer IV is buttoned. Do the satchel. We don't have enough for a satchel. Doesn't have enough. I feel like throwing the satchel would be better. Great shot with the Panzerwerfer. Helps neutralize that target. And again, you should have, instead of mass retreating, you should have moved to the side. That's the other thing about Panzerwerfer. It does cause retreating moments, which is very good. Pack 43 being developed. Help cover mid and that'll stop any armor from going over this point. That being said, again, it doesn't necessarily need to have armor over this point, just a little farther back, and they can still hold on to the point. It will be an annoyance, but again, they have artillery which can deal with that. We see here that the British have a lot of armored units in different variety versus universal carriers, armored cars, centaurs, and now we have a Firefly being deployed. They have more than enough capabilities to hold back the German force over here and push them back, along with artillery to neutralize that position. So I don't find them all that defeated. If anything, I find them still in a decent position to counterattack and beat back these guys. It's very interesting how we have 2 OKW fighting the British and then 2 Wehrmacht versus the Soviet. We can see here who's having an easier time versus others. Meanwhile, this AT gun really is focused on the Panzer IV. And now we have some type of strike coming in. We can see here it's a recon with a light artillery barrage, which is very good at killing infantry. They do need to start separating them out. We do have a base back here, so we can easily heal. We have support guns opening fire on the mortar pit, which has gotten 8 kills. Not too shabby. Not great, but not too shabby. We need artillery to come down here. Stukopa firing. Nice job taking out, or at least trying to hurt this stuff. I think it knocked out a trench that was in the sector. Maybe not. But MG, relatively unscathed. Pack 43 gonna, annihilate the armored car. Nice idea, try to get around it, fire a shot to kind of pin it, but that just didn't work. Meanwhile, we have another Grenadier push, but this time the Soviets are having better luck at holding the line. Also, find it funny that the Pack 43 was made by Rambo. Rambo is the one who helped them out. Again, kind of seeing that their line's fortified, so let's help out our teammate. Very nice. Good teamwork there. Very good teamwork. Meanwhile, MG-34 helping suppress Panzer IV, though, trying to push on up. AT guns, though, managing to knock out that Panzer IV, and the Germans unable to really push up. Again, they're pushing up infantry, but I don't think they have enough there to really fortify this sector. Royal Engineers, I don't know why the fuck you're advancing with this. It's so close to dying. I'm assuming you're trying to kill it. But we see over here that Ollie might be trying to come in for a flank. You have a lot of manpower, Ollie. I'll say that. Yardray has a lot of manpower too, but he has an army to kind of back that up. I just find it weird, Ollie. I mean, you both have a lot of manpower. And I'm assuming you're kind of holding it to kind of reinforce, but... Anyway, Panzer IV with a Kenwerfer on standby. MG suppressing the infantry. AT gun now on standby. Once again, I feel like you should probably focus a little more on mid. We have artillery coming down. What is it? I don't know. Zeroing artillery? Oh, it is zeroing artillery. Okay, you can see the circle. I was like, what the hell is it? But for yeah, you can see the circle right now. So zeroing artillery has been deployed. So my apologies. I was just like, what is that? Is that artillery barrage? I didn't see the smoke come down. And yeah, and that explains it. Priest firing rather damn close, although it's hitting the Pack 43. Good counterattack. We have artillery coming down as well. They're trying to neutralize Pack 43. Good for them. Knocks it out. And there goes a major AT component on this side. The British might be in a position, if used correctly, to counterattack hard and push these guys back. Again, we can see here there's not really any defenses over here, so they can easily break it. What does Panzerwerfer do? Currently it's 3 Panzerwerfers. Again, all kind of centered in the back, very well protected by the Panzer IV, along with all the mines. That's also something you have to worry about, is really pushing in with all the mines. We see here there's a lot of fucking Teller mines. So again, simply running up your T-34 on that front is not going to work. You really want to probably go like this way, kind of swing around, and that might be your best target. But now what we're seeing is the Panzerwerfer opening fire on the British player to push him back. Centaur is moving up to kill the MG. Again, very good at killing infantry. That's why you have the Centaur. A lot of people don't know why you really deploy this thing, but it's meant for as an infantry killer, as long as shooting down planes as well as an added bonus. Panzerfaust going out. Panzer IV now going in for the kill. AT gun needs to be on standby. Where's your AT gun? On standby, very nice. And the Panzer IV, when walking into that center field, will probably get its shit kicked in by the AT gun if it's actually deployed. It's not. It will not deploy for some reason. There we go. Actually firing. British infantry also could probably use some upgrades. I know they have the, ability upgrade, but I'm actually talking about some weapon racks, stuff like that. Meanwhile, with some Grenadiers coming around the flank. MG, though, redeploying. Managing to suppress the infantry. Managed to decap that point. So, again, middle is kind of a big sore spot for the Allies. Although, give them credit where credit's due. Zadov did manage to push on in. So, they are slowly advancing. They are slowly beating them back. Although, again, the Panzerwerfers, we'll see how effectively that's actually doing. Right now, we actually have close to 50 kills overall. So, they are doing damage. But let's see if these conscripts can't, for the fuck's sake, throw an AT grenade. Alright, throw one. There we go. One's dead. Alright, now, oh my god. Well, alright, the mine blew up. Now, why would you retreat the guards? Like, seriously, you retreat that? I don't understand. Oh my god, T-70 could go in for the kill, be a little ballsy, but unfortunately he will not do that because of the Pak-43 right there. Knocks, no, misses, okay. And there goes the Panzer IV. I think they mark targeted it. Yeah, they did, so they can keep sightlines on it. Good kill, very good kill. Allies not out of the woods, gotten a lot of good hits. A number of great hits, if I would say. So, there are a lot more Panzerwerfers being deployed. I'm assuming Panzerwerfer shot over here. Nope, little too far back. A little too far back. Meanwhile, the Germans launching more Stuka barrages at the Allies. The British taking a number of hits. Firefly maybe able to knock out another Panzer IV if it's lucky. Fortunately, it's not able to. We have artillery piece being set down. Oh boy, and we have special operations too, which goes hand in hand with doing artillery. Good combo. Artillery coming in, try to knock out the Panzer headquarters. Very smart idea. Why? Because you knock out the Germans' ability to get heavier armor. Sure, they can get the King Tiger if they have all the buildings, but we can see here he does not. So right now, most likely he's trying to save up for a Panther or Command. Oh, sorry, not Panther. Command Panther. That's Ollie. Ollie's saving up for it, but he would be unable to. And there we go. He's unable to get it. He doesn't have made the buildings, so he's screwed. He can't. He has to put down the mechanized, and then he can get a king. But even that would be literally delaying a king for like 10 minutes, if that, judging by fuel income. Although they could always put down another cache or two if they wanted to. Allies also putting down a couple caches. Some of them they could probably put down, but I don't know. They haven't been really properly defending them. Jesus Christ. Panzerwerfer just keeps placing down all the teller mines. I don't blame him. He has tons of munitions, and why? Again, use them for your advantage. You can see here, it's just become a minefield. Just a insane minefield in this sector. And the Germans, I'm sorry, the Allies are going to have a hell of a time breaking through unless they have some minesweepers. Otherwise, you're going to lose a lot of infantry and a lot of armor in the region. Panzer IV firing through the field, but the Firefly counterattacking. We have a Centaur. We have a Priest as well. A Sexton opening fire. Nice mine hit. Unfortunately, the infantry is placing it on a mine. This infantry is going to take a lot of extra damage. Churchill and Firefly opening fire on the Panzer IV. Okay, they have a Verkenwerfer behind this like little defensive line they've made. Actually, it's from the Pak-43, which is great. Panzer IV knocked out. Great shot. Once again, you can see here the British are just slowly one-upping the Germans over here, which is why they've been able to keep this fight going for so long. They keep counterattacking every single maneuver that the Germans bring up to them, whether the Pak-43, the large infantry attacks, the armor. No matter what they do, they've been able to stay one step ahead, which is very, very clever. Meanwhile, you have these guys who keep kind of still, again, with a blobbing tactic. They need really minesweepers to help kind of break through and then maybe send a T-34 to go kill it. Like, seriously, send a T-34, you could easily just wipe all three. And then this guy would have pretty much nothing. You could easily just rush through. Actually, I take that back. He has nothing. He's placed a lot of mines, but he has no frontline troops. And that kind of is a bad move because you're essentially decreasing the effectiveness of your front line. However, Panzer IV moving on in. It's trying to find a kill. It's trying to find the Katusha, I assume. Katusha moving back instantly. Again, guards troops. Pin. We don't see a button. Oh, he doesn't have the munitions for it. Well, that sucks. Meanwhile, we have a Centaur realizing there's a Panzer IV hunting him, moving back. We have Valentine that could open fire. We have a Churchill and a T-gun that could open fire. He might be able to kill the Centaur because it's a rear shot. He is able to. A T-gun kills it. Oh, I thought I was going to decrew it, but he does kill it. Probably trying to think if that's worth it. Probably not worth it because, again, the Panzer IV is way more expensive than a Centaur. Maybe just foul draw because I guess theoretically it stops the ability to shoot down planes. Anyway, Germans launching a major counter-assault in this region. It did throw them off the bat a little bit, and we also have Zero artillery coming in, which will probably cause a lot of damage to the Firefly and the Churchill. Churchill can definitely take a few more hits than normal, but again, even the Zero artillery will eventually break that thing's hide. So you really have to watch out. They are advancing. We still have a lot of defenses over here and a few infantry units, but not too many. Churchill's really, really good at killing infantry against an infantry fighting tank. Zero artillery still firing. We have a Priest now, Sexton opening fire in mid. managed to take out a few spots, and I'm assuming they're now hitting the bunker. Command tank falling back. Churchill managing with the British infantry to push back the Obel with SG-44s, which are really potent and really annoying. But again, good job on that regard. Right now, the British just unfortunately are taking a hell of a lot of casualties. Remember how he had everything fit out? Yeah, all the stuff he had fitted is now decrewed in the middle of no man's land. So they really need to take that back. Plus, they've lost control of the fuel and the star. So right now they're going to start hemorrhaging capture point, victory points, and oh my god, throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it. Stop getting close. You're fine. Throw it. Okay, you're good. And with that satchel, say goodbye to the Pack 43. Or at least, you know, decrewed version. So. Bunker opening fire. Oh my god. Okay, this is for the lulz. Pipya's just saying, fuck you. Turn it around and fire at them. For the lulz, ladies and gentlemen. For the lulz. Light artillery. God damn it. Alright, you killed the bunker. If you could have killed the fire. Oh my god, this way. Turn it more. Damn it. Well, at least they use artillery to kill it. So, you know, you still managed to neutralize it. Artillery trying to hit that. You still have all the Panzerwerfers in the back. Again, he doesn't have that much in terms of units. You could easily get around. It's funny how this strategy, you might be like, oh, Greyshot, it's working. I don't think it is. I feel like the Soviets have managed to do a lot more and push back the more and more he relies on the strategy. Sure, and also this Pack 43 strategy. Whereas we check on the left, and the British have slowly been beaten back just by overall just Germans kind of getting their shit together. And using quite a number of abilities they've garnered. Again, kind of the reason why having both munitions is very good, because you activate more abilities, which helps you out in this area. But again, we'll see how things go. Churchill falling back. Royal Engineers going to go heal. Sherman Firefly kind of need to get shit together. We have artillery still coming down in a lot of different sectors. Oh boy. And again, this is something they have they have one artillery piece back here. They have another piece back there. This is where, again, recon and the oh wow, concentration barrage, or the, where is it? There it is. The L2 bomb strike. There we go. You could easily call it in and just help each other out. But again, I don't see that as much. And actually, you know what? You could probably use flares. Honestly, use flares, and that would kind of go over the next point as long as they capture this. It highlights all enemy locations. So again, just kind of hover over that. Over enemy frontline territory. So if you do that, the frontline territory is there, and it'll pop up a flare, and you can neutralize it. SC-76 has managed to push on up. Let's see. Do we have any of the Panzerwerfers dead? Nope, they're all alive. Quite a number of kills too, so it looks like they did cause some havoc toward them. And actually, wow, they are low on manpower. So I'll give them credit. Doing a little bit. Although we have an artillery piece now opening fire and counterattacking their artillery piece. Nice idea. British, unfortunately, losing the fuel, so they will have to eventually push on in. Once again, middle is kind of uncontested, which is very weird. Brumbar just doing what it does best and killing the infantry. Very good. S-76s kind of need healed. This is where, again, kind of maybe, I don't know, kind of pulling them back and have our engineers healing them farther back so that you don't have to worry about that stuff. Might be a little better. Panzerwerfer opening fire. I'm assuming it's going to hit this region. Border kind of being hit a little bit, not too much. Actually got a veteran seal on there, so there you go. Command tank kind of moving around. But once again, you got another centaur. I'm assuming you're trying to shoot down enemy, enemy planes. Sexton, unfortunately, doesn't have the range of these ground-based artillery pieces, so it's having trouble hitting them. Assuming trying to vet up, hitting the other stuff. We have troops going around left, again, kind of going around. Obvious they're going to do that. You move up the Churchill to assist before it dies. British kind of losing an edge. Soviets managing to push on in. Might even take the fuel at this point. Although, holy crap, Pack 43 barely missing target. Needs to pull this Pack 43 back. He is decapping with it. Again, nice combat mode. But the Pack 43 will murder you if you don't get the hell out of there. You're dead. Yep. As soon as they don't move in time, I'm like, yeah, they're dead. Smart idea, just bad maneuvering. You should move it a little farther back. Once again, I don't understand why they don't try to send a T-34 to go kill some of the Panzerwerfers. They don't have many mines over here. You kind of cleared them all, so good on you for using your bodies for clearing the minefield. Yep, artillery coming down. Very lucky doesn't one-shot the comm engineer squad. Good job. Finally managed to take out that unit with an AT grenade. S-76s should be able to open fire and neutralize that. Again, just keep range, and you should be able to take it out. Another volley. There it goes. Brumbar neutralized. Panther's still on standby. Grenadiers moving on in. You need something to counteract that, and you don't really have it. Best thing would be the artillery piece. Maybe, you know, hit them while they're blobbed up. British infantry on the far left being pushed back by AT for Canwerfers in mass, and also, why not steal the British AT gun? Why not? Churchill, again, being marked targeted to make it easier to kill. Very smart maneuvering so that way the Panther has a harder time hitting him. Churchill, oh my god, going balls deep, trying to get a rear shot. Does manage to knock out the main engine. Holy fuck, that is a great maneuver. Again, lure the Panther in so you get that nice side shot. Firefly might be able to get it. Ollie, get the fuck out of there before it's too late. And the Panther gets KO'd. That was a great hit. Also, I love that as Churchill. Because it's that one, it has extra, like, it has, like, people shooting out the side, which will hurt infantry around it, which is why you're seeing it running away, but still causing a little bit of damage. Very, very nice. Very nicely played. Ollie, how many troops do you have left? Not many. You still have a decent army, but not all that much. Meanwhile, same thing over here. They don't have a huge amount. They did knock out one artillery piece with artillery. Very nice job on that regard. But we still have the second one with Vet 4, which is very bad because, again, it becomes a bitch to kill at that point. But we can see here, even with the German strategy with the Panzerwerfers, the Allies are still in this fight, and they're still giving in hell. So, good job there. Let's double-check the Germans variety, shall we? Because we've kind of been focusing on the other side a lot. Ollie, you have a lot of Opel Soldaten, but not a lot of veterancy. It looks like so you've been kind of sacrificing them. Amen has a lot of troops, but not a lot of veterancy as well. We see here that what does Panzerwerfer? Has a bunch of Panzerwerfers, but once again, not a lot of frontline troops. He is slowly getting more and building another pack, but I don't know. I feel like he's just slowly been whittled down over the course of this game. Rambo, not a lot of, again, losing quite a number of men. He does have a new artillery piece kind of way far back, along with a Panther. Pack 43, again, they keep doing this Pack 43 strategy, hoping to kill them. I feel like the Soviets hopefully are smart enough to realize that and kind of move up the infantry first and then check with armor. Looks like we have a light artillery barrage or something coming in over here. I'm assuming it's light artillery barrage. Oh, no. Okay, so what he did was he used the, he used the, artillery officer to use the ability to call down all artillery in the sector to hit one area. And we can see here it didn't, it did a little bit of damage here and there, but didn't kill anything off major. Meanwhile, Germans counterattacking, trying to get the star. Again, right now, nice positioning with a half-track, kind of just using it for suppression. Katusha now opening fire on the enemy infantry, managing to get quite a number of decent hits in. Might be able to knock out. Oh, nice job hitting that Grenadier squad. There we go. I was going to say knock out the Pioneer squad. Poor Pioneer squad burst into flames. Meanwhile, we have the we have the Valentine, we have a Centaur, and we have a Sexton. Still opening fire. Unfortunately, it looks like they've lost quite a number of Sextons over the course of this game. Also, we have a lot of Churchills. I think 2 Churchills is good. 3 is a little overkill. Maybe an additional Firefly would be good. That way you can push up with it to kind of counteract armor. 2 Churchills is more than enough armor to kind of hold back the enemy. And you can see here they have a lot of Panthers. Double Firefly to just fire on the Panthers as the Churchills move in and take the damage would probably be a way better combo for you. Another Centaur, I kind of feel like using way too many Centaurs. I feel like something else would be better, whether it's a Comet or a Churchill of your own. But I feel like this thing keeps dying very easily. Command tank moving in, trying to get that kill. We still have a Firefly on standby with a T-gun. Again, kind of could move up and open fire, but it's just staying just far enough back where that's not going to be the case. That command tank will be able to pull back relatively free from enemy fire. A T-gun on standby, opening fire on the Panther. Nice shot. British infantry. Oh, again, you lost the squad. You need to work on your pathfinding. Not pathfinding, you're retreating. Unit preservation. There we go. I can say words. Anyway, Firefly managed to push back the Panther. We still have the artillery piece over here with 30 kills. Meanwhile, we have the Panzerwerfers. We still have 4 of them. Artillery is also coming down on this key point. Again, oh wow, we actually have also the British artillery coming down as well to help neutralize it. Pack 43 getting a nice shot on the T-34. Again, just enough artillery right here. Oh, that thing is so lucky it's not dead. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. Meanwhile, over here we have some infantry that's just being sandwiched between 2 Churchills. Love it. Panther pushing on in. Su-85 could get a nice pop shot in. Panzerwerfer opening fire. I'm assuming hang back here. Decent shot. Oh, wait. Let's press the infantry. Okay. Panther getting a couple shots in. Now falling back. Pack 43 has been disabled, so they can't really rely on that. More Panzerwerfers. Again, more like delaying the enemy advance. That's pretty good. They should have really grouped up. Again, kind of try to spread out your units. Grenadiers and MGs moving this opportunity to advance. Su-85s and Su-76s should open fire on the Panther. And yep, there it goes. One more shot should kill it. Again, oh damn it, barely misses. Unfortunately, getting very close for a Panzerfaust. Recon though going overhead from the marked target. Then kind of identify. Panther though moving in. This is where again it's a bad idea. Giving chase to a Panther is really stupid with Su-76s. Because again, you could lose them very quickly. They're really good defense and offense. Again, nice idea trying to take mid, but I feel like you guys should be sending infantry to mid because there's really nothing here. Meanwhile, again, the major battles are along the flanks, and the British are still giving it their all, managing to hold on. They still have a lot of armor in this sector. A lot of artillery, though, coming down, causing a lot of havoc for their repair crews. Again, one good artillery shot, let's see, right here would neutralize a lot of it. But we'll see how things go. Again, the mass Panzerwerfer spam is just really annoying. I don't like it all that much because I don't find it all that useful. I guess in this scenario, then you could argue its effective capabilities. He is doing it rather well, I'll give him that. And again, it's enough to where it's holding back armor. But, I don't know. I feel like him having just armor and pushing the Germans back would be a lot better. Su-85, probably going to make it. Oh, wait, nope. Panzerwerfer opening fire. Yep, there it go. Still alive. Managing to get... Oh, another one! There goes the half-track. We expected this to die, but I guess the half-track died instead. AT gun also being neutralized. Wait, is that just him, or is that red as well? Right. Okay, red doesn't have that. A lot of kills, though. I'll give him credit. He's gotten a lot of kills with it. Vet 3 Firefly just knocking out those Panthers like no one's business. Again, I feel like the biggest issue is no one's going mid. Like, again, if I were these Soviet players, I'd have one guy mid, one guy over here, and one guy on the right, and then try to get a unit behind. Like, what are you doing to counteract these Panzerwerfers? Like, seriously, you could send a unit behind and go kill it. Yeah, T-34 would be best, in my opinion. T-70 could do the job, but again, you have to make sure it gets, behind there and actually starts getting hits. Armored car could do it. Again, you could send... the Valentine tank too. Like, you have all sorts of units you could send to go do it. I'm just surprised that no one has made the attempt to. And I get it, there's mines, but just have minesweepers then. Like, seriously, just kind of make sure it's up to a certain point, like through mid, and then once it's clear, it's like, okay, cool. Churchill just kind of moving on in. They could probably throw a grenade and just neutralize a lot of that stuff. Multiple Panzerfaust hitting it, but again, Churchill's armor just saying, nope, sorry, not going to cut it. Ollie managed to kind of regroup his army, though the British managed to take back the fuel and the star. Allies holding the right, but once again, problem would be the Panzerwerfers opening fire on there. Good Katyusha shots, though, managed to knock out a lot of stuff. New Pack 43 over here did get decrewed, so at least they don't have to worry about that. We have light artillery barrage coming in, I assume. Nope, it's all the artillery coming in from the, yep, it's this. It's this, yep, coordination barrage. So they all fire at that spot. Good job with the Panther, getting a nice pop shot in, killing the unit. Okay, at least he's only using 4 Panzerwerfers, so I guess it's working pretty well. I feel like if they didn't, like, they would actually spread out their units and stop clumping, the Panzerwerfers might be a little less effective, but that's just me. Yeah, Panzerwerfer barely alive. Again, we can see the Soviet artillery trying to counterattack and kill it. Oh, this one's so close to dying. It's so goddamn close. Just one shot right there is all they need. It's on the edge. Oh my god. Damn it, and it's just going to be instantly healed. Unless one perfect shot comes in to hit it. Yep, it's not. Pack 43 still alive, so once again, it's just going to hit that T-34. Great shot with the artillery neutralizing that unit. Again, you can say the Germans are artillery spamming, and you wouldn't be wrong, but the Allies are not really countering. They're not really trying to neutralize it, or at least they're not doing a great job at neutralizing it, which is allowing the Germans to just hold the line rather well. Although, again, the Soviets giving it like their all, but they are losing a lot of men in the process. While the Germans have a actually rather large army. Well, except for Panzerwerfer, he just can't keep manpower to save his life. Pack 43 knocking out the S-35. You know it's here. Pull back. Like seriously, I don't understand what you're doing. Big push over here. Lots of smoke coming down. Holy mackerel. Churchill's still applicable. A lot of them are down, but Churchill trying to run over some of the Open Sudan and stuff. Not a bad idea. Larger and slower, so it's harder to do, but you still can run over troops. And again, kind of just stopping their advance, not a bad idea. A Firefly needs to hit that command tank, bouncing unfortunately. Although, again, they have an AT gun and the Firefly on standby, so the command tank still needs to keep its distance. Churchill doing exactly what he needs to do, taking all the shots and saying, fuck you, I can take more. Bring it. But managed to do a nice counterattack. Again, I'll give the British players this. They've not let the Germans take an inch of territory without severe losses on this side. However, the same cannot be said for mid. We've yet to see any person press here, or press here. Or with a major capacity. If they would actually take those resources... Oh, here come the Panzerwerfers. Oh my god, I wonder when they're going to hit. Managed to knock out some of the units. Duca also coming in. A lot of the artillery just coming in and try to clear a lot of this stuff. But yeah, it's kind of astonishing that no one has tried to push mid. Because those munitions are really what's helping the Germans out right now. Again, getting upgrades for units. Again, look, all these troops are all upgraded. Like, again, you can't... Like, they're using munitions to upgrade their men to make them even more powerful. While the British, again, you can see here, they haven't even upgraded the Brenzer Piats on their men. Even though he has more than enough manpower. I mean, not manpower, munitions. It's kind of weird to see that. AT gun standby. 34 getting pushed back. Looks like if I had to guess, the Allies will probably not be able to hold on for too much longer. Which is a damn shame for the British players because they've been fighting like hell. I just feel like the Soviet players should have kind of focused more on right. Because they've been unable to press. I feel like them defensively, the Soviets on defense have been really good. But yeah, them offensively, they've lost so many units, it's not even funny. 3 Su-76s, oh boy. They are marked targets, so it does make it easier for the Su-76 to penetrate. But Pack 43 now doing its job and just, well, lighting it up. Good job at killing it. Again, it's astonishing to me that they don't try to target this. Or, like, they know it's there, and they'll try a different path or maneuver. They keep going straight down the barrel of it. Zero artillery coming in, again with Churchill's kind of crippled, allows them for easy targets with zero artillery. Fortunately, oh my god, Firefly's still there. Firefly, pull back. Yep, there it goes. Say bye to the Firefly. Oh, it's at least the, nope, there it goes. Yeah, that's kind of you for not paying attention. And with that, and the far right being fallen, and the left, the Germans have this. I will argue about the validity of this Panzerwerfer Spam. I mean, yes, it did get a lot of kills. It got all of them combined got 120. I'm not going to denounce that, but I feel like the Soviets just kept doing this weird spam of S-76s, and like, it's so annoying. It's so freaking annoying. Like, he didn't have the Panther before and stuff like that. He could have, Wow, good kill, good kill. But if the T-34 literally would have maneuvered itself with minesweepers and gone around, he could have annihilated all these Panzerwerfers. It's insane how many Panzerwerfers he could have killed. But no, he didn't do that. He didn't do it. He just stayed back and allowed the Panzerwerfers to kill him. It's weird. It's very weird. Yep, and they surrendered. Alright, that's GG. Let's double check the overall score. Meanwhile, overall top score is for the British, actually, getting most kills and damage. Yandres, good job. Good job, man. Definitely took casualties, but at least not as much as the Soviets. Dear Lord, not as much as the Soviets. Axis side, most damage goes to Ollie. Again, very effective with his infantry charges for the most part. He got, although, again, not great. Most of it would probably have to go to his Panthers, though, again, he probably... Oh, well, no, Verkenwerfers. Holy crap. I'm probably holding against the Churchills, if I had to assume. Kutsuka hits. Yeah, a lot of Verkenwerfers died. Decent damage, but, like, how much it did? Oh, yeah, 13,000 to... Was it 1? Oh, no, the Command Panther did a lot more work. Okay, nice. And, yeah, kill-wise, I want to say... What does Panzerwerfer do? We got 316, and half of those were Panzerwerfers, so good job on him. I feel like, again, the Soviet... he did got a lot of kills. The Soviets could have taken them out, but they chose not to. They chose not to push, get minesweepers, or even hit mid. Like, they never pressed mid, which is the weirdest thing. You figure they would get the munitions, but I guess the Allies were like, nah, we don't need them to win. And, surprise, surprise, did not work out. But, yeah, if the enemy's doing a lot of, like, the Panzerwerfer spam, just try to sneak a tank behind and just neutralize them all. Like, chase them around. I do the Benny Hill music every time I do, and, again, it's just, like... That just kind of keeps me motivated to kind of focus and take them out. If you ever see my stream. But yeah, I usually, like, especially when the enemy's doing a lot of them, I can kill like 2 or 3. I've killed like 4 or 5 in a row, and that's just been amazing to do. And the enemy starts complaining, why aren't you guarding your flank? It's like, you just wait for an opening. But in any case, that's going to be it. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe. Send in those replays from Greyshot17. I'll see you all next time. Hello everyone, and before I go, I have a special shout out for Patreon supporters Ace, Joey, Mezro, jrchicklis, JustThomasPlays, Matthew Leppen, Ollie, Onlyplayapples, Rifle, Sam Smith, sgtMcPain, Streakingwookie, WhiteHotD, Aaron Yee, Jordan Savat, Leo Lou, Michael Persson, Nathan Angus, RASpawn, and Tim. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You all rock. This has been Greyshot17. I'll see you all next time.